Hey guys, what's up? It's Brian and Andrew here, and we're going to be going over one of our recent tech videos. And currently, it's me playing MazHerati vehicles versus Brian,
Yeah, I'm here on the right with the spicy 5 die rainbow villain deck here on the right.
the Rainbow 5 6 Special, as it's called. It's definitely going to be a great video, and we're going to kind of like analyze and commentate our own video and give you guys an idea as to what we're doing up here. So,
Yeah, hopefully we'll give you a little insight on what we're thinking and maybe give you a better idea on maybe how to play some of these matches, and just how we play in general.
all right, let's get
Let's
this video started. So,
let's jump right in. All right, so Andrew, what are you looking for in your Maz Harati deck here?
so one of the keys to this particular deck is getting your ramp core set up. So I'm always looking for one of my ramp pieces, whether that's Chance Cube, Recycle, or Rally Aid. Getting those early really helps you push the aggressive minded nature of the deck and get out as many vehicles as possible. Another couple vehicles that I'm looking for also include Y Wing and U Wing, as those are some of the top tier bread and butter of this deck.
And for me, I'm definitely just looking for as many two cost upgrade for sure. Maybe definitely logistics, maybe a one cost here as well. Trying to get out as many upgrades as I can early, start that ramp.
Yeah, really getting those redeploy and eBala really helps set off your game plan, and you usually have a pretty good matchup in the 3 die decks just off of getting those Bala reactivations. So
For sure, I open up best card in this deck. I think is the LL30 blaster. I'm setting that aside real quick.
yeah, it really sets up both of Bala's modified and Sienna Ray's modified sides. Let's see what I have here. Looks like I'm holding on to a couple different cards. We'll take a look back when we come here. But I tossed back the Friends of Low Places and the black one. I think I held on to a Ewing or some other such thing and a ramp card, I believe, of some kind. Yeah. Basically, looking to set up that early game strat of just getting some dice on the board. And one of the weaknesses of MazHerati is there's no inherent damage in the character dice, and so you really have to get out vehicles as quickly as possible. And that's what I'm looking to do here is just get a ton of resources and play as many chips as possible.
Yeah, and I mean, ideally get like a removal card and some upgrades. It looks like
I got like looks like a couple upgrades
F11D.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, logistics too.
Woo. Seems good to see an array. Those double research sides really help
Yeah,
ramp.
definitely. My mindset is roll out eCiena, hit a resource, logistics, and play some two costers, which I think we'll see here in a little bit.
Sounds like a good game plan for Bala. Yeah, I finally get my shuffle done. I'm a notorious pile shuffler, so yeah, a bit of grace there. Well, I got some good cards there.
I
Let's
roll
see how I
out.
roll.
I roll pretty well here with the
It's not
7.
looking good for me to get the shields here. Um, do you usually take shields nowadays? It seems like that's pretty common for people in general. I think just the 4 health swing
Yeah,
is really good.
I think just keeping ball alive in this matchup is so key.
So it looks like we took my battlefield. I played the airspeeder for 1, which is definitely one of the better battlefields
I,
on Weapons
I
Factory Alpha, that
yeah,
is.
I rolled out Sienna, like I said, rolled out a resource and a disrupt. Really excited about that resource.
Ooh, I got the special focus. This is like the 2 best sides you can play for Hera. You get the logistics, which is your dream. So
Oh
we're both
man,
feeling pretty about
yeah, it's a
our
really good
opening
start for
starts.
both of us here.
Yeah. Yeah, so I toss out Ezra here. I'm waiting on activating the Hera special. Um,
So if I didn't play both of these upgrades, you could technically roll out Maz, focus the Ezra Daizu with special, and seal all my resources.
yeah, I think that's the play I was going for. Just kind of force you to play something. At this point, I special out the Falcon. Um, having a bit of trouble getting a look at my hand here, but I believe I might have a recycle, and that would definitely push me way ahead of the ramp curve. It's one of the cards that really helps accelerate your game plan. It's something that's been missing from a lot of Hera decks recently that I've seen, and I think it's a solid include. I think the reason people weren't running it initially is because people were focusing Hera, and it kind of forced you to rely a lot on Hera special.
Man, we're rolling some damage out here.
Oh yeah.
So I rolled out 4, and you rolled out, I believe, the 4 on the Falcon.
Whew, looks
I,
like I re-rolled into a 3 there too
well, I
after your Nightsister
yeah,
ping.
I pinged in, hoping to save myself some damage.
Not
It
much.
ended up netting the same amount of damage.
It's something I'm definitely happy about here. I think right now I'm considering whether I want to leave that on the table. I think I'm going to end up resolving it, but so I ended up resolving it here. I'm considering going for Nightsister just because it can really slow down my deck. I have a lot of big dice. I currently have a Falcon on the board, and that reroll can be really harmful. But I do go for Bala just because his finishing is so powerful, especially against my 3 character low health list.
Go ahead and roll in Nightsister. I'm not really worried about mass removal. I got 2 base sides.
Yeah, it's really hard to run mass removal right now, so it seems like a good choice. Oh, so I reckless reentry right
I
there.
think you hit the, looks like more damage right there. Another
Yeah,
3.
looks like a 3.
Looks like I reroll and hit another +2 on Bala.
At this point, I'm pretty scared. Looking at that. Ooh, so yeah, I hit the bait and switch there.
This was the huge point in this game, I think, for me. So I had that resource on the Nightsister. If you didn't get rid of bait and switch, that would have been enough to get a kill on a character.
Yeah, Maz would have died right there if I hadn't friends the bait and switch. This is actually one of the reasons I like bait, or friends in low places in this deck, is that kind of removes a lot of aggressive cards as well as giving you the option to get out removal. Um, Yeah, that in switch would have been a huge game changer. Ball on taps with 4 dice, turn 1. Game would have been over 100%.
Yeah, at this point, I'm feeling pretty dejected. That late slow roll, friends, really just, man, that was my last card too. So I'm just sitting here, debating on pinging Nightsister for more rerolls,
Yeah.
hoping Bala doesn't die here.
So at that point, I focused on the 2, which seems like a bit of an odd play, but I still haven't activated Maz yet. And that's why. So here, you make me reroll the Falcon, at which point I can just. So it looks like I'm making the mistake of rolling Maz, but I rethink about it, and I deal the 2 to Bala, I believe, in a bit here. Um, but yeah, basically, because I focused there, you could only disrupt one of the dice at a time. Just kind of like a way of
Hmm.
getting around that nice sister interaction.
So yeah, I had pinged to make you reroll the Falcon into that 3 discard, and now you're gonna roll Maz. I'm hoping you don't hit that focus, and you do.
That was a 10 damage turn 1 to Bala because he had 2 shields on him.
It was, and at this point, I'm thinking, man, glad I have 2 redeploys.
Holy mac,
I
yeah.
put all the redeploys onto Nightsister because she has 2 damage. Um, Obviously, you want them to go after the person with your redeploys, so putting it on the character who's the lowest health is probably the smarter choice here.
For sure. There's a bit of a tenuous balance going after somebody with redeploys because you want to pop them if they have lower HP. But you have to do it at the end of the round so that they don't get the advantage of having those guns redeploy over to eCiena. Um,
Essentially, you have to choose between dealing 5 damage to get rid of 1 Nightsister die or dealing 9 damage to get rid of 2 Sienna dice, because those redeploys are staying there.
right. At this point, you have 3 redeploys out there, and holy mac, that is not looking fun. I think I'm gonna try and play around trying to pop Night Sister at the right point, and so you don't get the advantage of the redeploy. And it's definitely a tough battle to fight, especially against a good player, because they are fully aware of what you want to do, and there's a lot of questions and decision points they'll have throughout this match based around that idea.
It was also very difficult. I wanted to roll out with Night Sister first to make you not be able to do anything with Maz before she dies, hopefully this turn. But at the same time, I'm kind of far behind. I need to get more dice out, so I had to play that C6.
Hmm. It looks like I roll Maz out here to get some instant value out of her dice. She's probably going to be dying this round, so I take the resource and the hair special.
I'm deciding, do I roll in Sienna or do I re-roll some dice here? Because if I roll in Sienna, um, and she, if Night Sister dies, I don't get any redeploy activations.
Yeah, it definitely seems like a really rough bet, Droll and Sienna here, but it makes you have to discard to reroll a bit more, and looks like you're playing around a flank in your hand at this point too, and also have like he doesn't like you, so you have a decent amount of removal to stay alive this round.
Yeah, I'm also thinking, man, this flank, do I want to discard it? Because you have 3 characters to my 2.
Yeah, I believe I'm trying to play around a flank at this point because I'm leaving Ezra up, which normally I would just roll in. Um, yeah, it looks like I'm trying to pressure you to roll in eCiena at this point. Just kind of like saying, hey, I'm going to target eCiena by pointing the one into her.
And then at this point, I'm like, well, if I'm gonna roll Sienna, might as well put down the salvage stand
Yeah.
before I do.
Yeah, my deck definitely relies a lot on having a ton of cash. If you saw from last round, I did so much damage, but I had one chip that stayed on the board at the end of the round. And so, well, I've eliminated Bala first turn. I'm not ahead of the ramp curve. I have one chip that's going to stay on the board to your three weapons that are just as good as the chip. So,
And at this point, you roll in the more damage, and I'm just getting more and more worried. So I'm just like, I have to remove that too, even though I know you have a Falcon coming in here.
yeah, it's definitely a feel bad moment for you. I'm definitely playing around a bit of removal at this point. I'm trying to decide if I want to roll in the Ezra to kind of just give me a bit more stuff to work with, but I figure you might have a flank. I'm looking at your resources. I'm like, all right, you don't have any money at this point, so it's a safe bet to roll in. Have some different options, but seems unlikely you have another who doesn't like you. I rolled the triple discard, I believe.
Yes, I think this is. I have three cards exactly in hand, and I want to make this not an obvious choice for you. Because
Hmm.
if I, um, well, I take the resource here.
Yeah, I think at this point I'm considering the discard, but I also want to push damage because I don't have a lot of ships staying around. So it's kind of a question for me too. I really want to limit your rerolls too, and just kind of take away some of your options. But I haven't really ramped much at all, and so letting you get another turn worth of activations out of your redeploys and
Oh,
your
okay.
Nightsister
So
even.
this turn I actually only have two cards left, and I only have two dice I haven't rolled in already. So I'm probably considering, man, if he uses that triple discard, maybe that's 3 or 4 less damage I'm taking.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm considering at this point too. Is just the idea that hey, discard it
It's
pumps his
kind of like a
hand, but
free force illusion there, kind of.
yeah, you're kind of okay with just not taking the damage. But I think my other consideration is like, you can just ping Nightsister a couple times, even if I do
Yeah,
roll
and
the
that's
3 or the
why I put
4.
the shield on Nightsister. I'm playing the long game. I'm gonna have to probably ping her a couple times. And at this point, I just kind of say, hey, he's not gonna roll in, or
There's
he's not
that
he's
one
not he's
range,
not gonna kill Nightsister
or
this
no,
turn.
double disrupt rather.
So I get that double disrupt, which I'm kind of not thrilled about.
I'm also not thrilled about him. Like, dang, my ramp curve is even farther behind. Kind of funny we're both playing opposite sides of the game. It's a unique dynamic in Destiny where you roll disrupt and you're disappointed, and your opponent's also like freaking out, like, holy crap, you rolled disrupt. He's gonna disrupt my game that I want to play over here. So it's just a little bit of
Oof,
back and forth right there.
here it comes.
Yeah, so I do re-roll into damage on Falcon. Use the ping. Do I roll damage again? What happens here? Tune in next time or more. Oh my gosh.
That feels bad.
So the one question here is who do I go for? If I think I can finish Nightsister this round, I should do it. And it looks like I go for that. Just because you won't get the redeploys out over to eCiena.
At this point, I'm thinking I need to claim, so I get the double disrupt, and I want to get one roll out with Night Sister before the next before she dies.
Yeah, I believe I have a chip in hand at this point, and that double disrupt prevents me from playing it. But I had to resolve that damage, otherwise you just pinged again. Now I'm just going to claim here, give up the resource on the table, get the reduction next turn. Um, Seems pretty solid.
Yeah, I'm pretty sad that I wasn't able to get the claim this round, but disrupting two against this deck definitely helps. I discard the best defense as later in the game it's not as great.
Yeah, it's really
Um,
not. Whenever somebody removes 2 dice, but you deal
especially
3 damage for 2, it doesn't feel that bad
especially when you
typically.
have three redeploys, you're going to be finishing with both characters. It's not
Right,
going to be like you're more reliant on your upgrade dice than your character.
for sure.
So at this point, I'm thinking tactical mastery. It's my only cheat card, and I need to kill a character here.
Yeah. At this point, I actually do roll out Hera. Looks like you're at 5. I think this was a potential misplay, but I was also playing around the fact that Airspeeder could be removed. But of course, Airspeeder gives you the quick resolve for 2 damage once it's in pool, so um,
So yeah, I roll out
even
Night Sister
mitigates
trying to
that.
get as much value as I can before she dies.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's a lot of damage for a character in 2 HP.
So now I got a lethal on two dice for Maz, which I'm feeling pretty good. I'm thinking Also get the salvage stand activation.
So at this point, I'm forced with, do I remove the 3 or do I let Maz die here? Or he's just going to die either way. So I do activate Maz. I figure he'll resolve the 1 first. And I do have removal in hand at this point, but I figure I'll be able to remove the 3 probably because he's going to want to resolve the die Maz
Damage,
first.
yeah.
So
And I think that might have been a misplay by me, considering you've already used Maz. Maybe I don't need to kill her first. Maybe I just go ahead and get my 3 damage in right now.
yeah, so there's just a bit of psychology. Thinking about what your opponent wants to do. Um, it's also certainly an option if he hadn't resolved the 3, or if he had resolved the 3 there, then I could have rolled out and rolled a shield on Maz and
That's true.
saved her for another activation, or yeah, just gain a bit more utility out of her.
So right now I'm thinking worst case scenario is he rolls the special in on U-Wing. Because then he's able to kill off Nightsister and deal 2 damage to eCiena. So I'm trying to play for the late game here.
Yeah, I'm definitely playing around best defense and some other removal at this point. I don't want to activate Ezra because he might have a flank, and there's a couple other cards that you know that would be able to remove that really powerful U-wing die.
Also, I'm playing Hunger Down now because in case the redeploys happen, it's going to be a dead card in my hand.
So I do roll the special at this point, and this is one of the more interesting points of the game. So I have the option of killing Nightsister, but that will send 3 redeploys over to Sienna, all of which are extremely strong upgrades and enable her dice, and you could just one-shot a character with that amount of damage.
Yeah, and at that point, I'm hoping he does kill Nightsister. I take the resource, and I'm hoping right now that he just go ahead and kills Nightsister, and I can reroll or roll in 5 dice.
Did you see an instance where you would actually ping Nightsister twice here and just send the redeploys over, or is it too early in the game? Do you gain more from just leaving her alive at this point?
I considered it. I think at this point, it's kind of a more of attrition. Like Ewing wasn't actually hard cast this turn,
Mm.
so I'm thinking, all right, I don't need the panic mode yet. It's not time to hit the turbo jets and the redeploys.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, my deck is definitely has trouble getting a hold of like 2 damage at some points.
So so
I
when
do end up taking the shields
so when you
there.
take the shields, I know for sure you're not planning on killing Night Sister this turn.
Yeah, it's possible I could with the extra resources I have, but considering you also have removal, it seems pretty unlikely. At this point, I do roll an Ezra because there's no threat from flank. Trying to get a bit of use out of his neither.
So I play the holdout blaster because I have 4 money. I need to get more dice out there quick, and so I hit I think big damage here with 2+2s and a 1 on Night Sister.
Yeah, that made me question the decision not to kill Nightsister a little bit. It was like, oh man, that 1 supporting range. But of course, you would have had 2 additional dice anyways. You do end up playing the holdout blaster with enough money, but oh man, yeah,
So this play is pretty dirty.
it
I have
looks pretty rough.
deals 7 damage, big swing. I end up going for Hera because she's been hitting special all game, and she's your 2 die character.
Yeah, she's definitely pretty solid. Even the focus feel really
Yeah.
amazing. The resource helps push your ramp and allows you to make a lot of plays.
So at
Um,
this point, I'm thinking this is two rounds away from me probably closing this out with. I think that's 5 plus 9 damage. So if I can do that in 2 rounds, I'd be in good shape.
yeah, it's a bit hard for my deck to push single target damage without Y-Wing.
Mm-hmm.
And currently I don't have any of those on the board. So because I'm behind the ramp curve, you saw like dealt 10 damage turn 1, but because I didn't have a recycle or a chance cube, I really fell behind as far as like ramp goes in this game. And so I'm kind of relying on Hera Specialing and getting as much resources as possible as I can from just playing stuff on the board
Right
and
now, I'm
pulling them
worried that you're gonna untap your Ewing
in.
here, and so I'm definitely want to claim.
Yeah, I remember thinking, oh my gosh, I wish I had a strategic planning right here, but I don't
I'm
actually.
pretty sure I pass here, or at least I'm just debating on whether I pass. Looks like I.
Oh, JK. Well, Ruckus 3 entry it is. I rolled a
Ooh,
special, so that was optimal for me, needless to say. But you best defense it. Seems like a good play.
yeah, especially with the hunker down from that turn.
Last card in my hand is a ship, I believe.
At this point,
U-wing
I don't have
actually.
anything, so I have. He knows I'm going to claim, so if he didn't claim there, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm really worried about a tactical mastery at this point. You're just getting another activation on Nightsister.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and my plan of not or for Andrew not killing her, I think this is kind of worrisome at this point because
Definitely.
it's taking a lot longer than I'm guessing he anticipated.
I anticipated finishing her this turn at some point. Even that regular entry, right, without the best defense at that point. I'd been hoping you'd
Hmm.
claim and give me a bit more free reign there, but yeah.
So what are you thinking here?
So currently, I'm thinking I need to get lethal on Nightsister. Hopefully before she rolls anything in. I just gotta hope you don't have removal. That's why I'm checking your cards to see what kind of removal you could have. Is it he doesn't like you? That relies on Dyson Pool. Do you have Tactical Masteries in graveyard? What are the outs that you drew on this turn? Small things like that, where it's like, what kind of plays can he make to get that Nightsister into pool, and that'll put me in a tight spot. I also want to get use out of Hera's dice as well, so that's my other consideration, because she may well die this turn. So yeah, roll a shield, not what I wanted. Definitely wanted a 2 there.
I'm pretty happy. I don't feel any pressure, so I just go ahead and roll in Night Sister.
Yeah. So you roll that 2 for 1 plus 2.
And then I hit the 2 melee. So
2
I'm
unwrap,
thinking
done.
like, man, this is a good situation until that happened.
No brainer to flank away the 2 there. Um,
So right now I'm just thinking get as much as I can, take the 2, be happy with it.
I'm definitely in a tight spot here, but I still have 9 HP left on Ezra, so that's kind of my one redeeming grace. That's a lot of HP to chew through for any deck, so thankfully you don't have ball up at this point. The turn 1 kills turned out to be really valuable. It was
Hmm.
straight up hard to come back. So yeah, I rallied there. I had a bunch of different options, and I was looking to get. I think I had 3 that I've been okay with taking for 2 or 1 less, and unfortunately didn't
I think
hit
this
either of
was the
those.
first time I'd seen somebody not play the card with Rally Aid, so I was just double checking to make sure you could choose not to play it.
Right, you can. For by the way, it's an
Yeah.
option, which makes the card way better. It's Rally. It is one of the ramp engines in air vehicles, and it's really solid. I've seen a decent amount of it online, and
So at this point, I'm just trying to get, like I said, as much damage as I can out.
whew,
I end up hitting the nuts here with the 2+2.
so I Lothcat away. That fight I'm okay with using the
At this point, I'm thinking,
Rally.
man, he's used all this removal, and he's got that U-wing showing. I just want all my redeploys
I mean, pretty
over.
much you just need to tank up at this point and survive until you can take down Hera and hopefully.
Oh man,
Oh, I get the double special of Hera.
hooey.
That is some hyphy
Uh,
rolls right there. Thank you, Hera. Jeez.
I'm thinking, okay, well, things are going down this turn.
Yeah, I special out another U-wing. That is,
Oof.
that's one of the optimal things you can have with this deck. The only better thing would be having like 2 Y-wings on the board in addition to that, so it's pretty good.
At this point, I have to decide: do I roll in or do I wait?
That's because you have 3 dice, so you're giving up 2 dice. It makes the decision for me to finish Nightsister a lot easier, which um, isn't the best for you, but you could potentially get the execute on Hera, which would be a
I'm
huge
also thinking,
factor.
okay, if he rolls good, I can ping Night Sister, get
Hmm.
a make you roll worse, and then also ping again for the finish.
Yeah, you also have that +2 sitting out there. I believe you have a he doesn't like you to make use of it, so leaving it out isn't too big of a deal to as far as questions that you might
Hmm.
have. So I roll out a U-wing. I'm leaving Ezra standing, so I don't want you to be able to flank it. I roll
Yeah,
a 2 resource. I believe I have a recycle in hand, so I'm considering just taking the 2 resources and running with that. But
I'm happy. I'm like not damaged.
right, it doesn't put any pressure on you, so um, yeah. I think I consider taking the 2 resource just because it's not something he'll remove, and I actually really want resources at this point. Just to enable some cards that I have in my hand or maybe coming later. Ramping with this deck is always a good option. So even like in those final stages, there's
Hmm.
sometimes you can just squeeze out extra cards because you took that extra resource or 2. Um,
So I go ahead and pass, hoping you take the resources.
yeah, and both best defenses are in your graveyard, so I'm like, all right, this is fine.
And so you roll the 3.
There's a he doesn't like you.
So I go ahead and utilize that die.
Hmm.
Now I'm thinking, okay, I can, if he rolls good with Ewing, I can ping Night Sister to reroll. And even if he does roll a special, I'll still get the redeploy.
Hmm. It looks like I think it's a Friends in the Places is my final card here. I'm definitely considering just taking the resources and then frenzying, reducing like, you down to 1 or 2 rerolls here, and yeah, just hoping you don't roll well enough to finish Hera. But I ultimately just want the damage. I want to finish off Nightsister or get some damage going on eCiena, which I think is my final choice here.
So yeah, you roll that 3 damage,
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure already was planning on pinging it regardless.
yes, you ping it. So I get the 3. I think I want to give you the option here of pinging Nightsister again because that's 1 extra damage that I've dealt. So I'm considering heavily just going for Sienna because wasting 2 damage at this point in the game is
Mhm.
not great. Like I need every spot of direct damage I can get.
I'm not
Um,
too unhappy with this. Um, it puts you in a really tough situation from my point of view. I'm sitting there like, okay, he has to waste 2 damage or not kill Night Sister.
so Nightsister's been out for another round, which
So at this point, I'm
feeling pretty bad.
thinking I haven't drawn either of my tactical mastery. He has no cards left to reroll. If I draw tactical mastery, that's another roll with Night Sister.
Yep.
So rather than ping, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna decide to roll in Sienna here.
Yeah, it seems like a fine choice given the circumstances. You can hopefully get the execute on Hera. I do have 2 vehicles in play at this point that are going to stick around, but
I also have On the
I'm
Hunt
finally
in
just going
hand,
to roll
and I
back
was considering playing that.
just for getting a 2 damage in there. I could see it, yeah. Um,
At this point, I think I forgot that you hadn't rolled in Ezra, and I was like, holy crap! If he rolls a 1 damage, that's gonna
that
feel so bad.
would have been pretty, yeah, pretty good, pretty lucky. At this point, I'm considering the technical mastery. Um, yeah, I just didn't have to play here. Plus the U-wing, it's not something I could play at this point. I'd rather play a Y-wing even if I have the option.
So right now, 9 damage in 1 turn doesn't seem unreasonable for me,
Yeah,
and that's kind of my game plan here. Discard everything I need to get those tactical masteries out.
yeah, I mean, on the other hand, for me, if you keep the hunker downs out there, if you have any kind of removal, it's looking pretty grim for me at this point. I have 9 HP. I'm a vehicle deck, so I typically perform well late game, but my ramp core has been a bit disrupted. Um,
While you're good later because you have better like dice, I find that like the speed of your deck being so slow really hurts you in that final turn like this.
oh, absolutely.
So right now I get my tactical mastery. I waste no time. I want damage now.
that
And unfortunately, I don't
is
get the
not
best
not
roll
the dream
here.
roll you're hoping. You get the
No,
reroll in
I get
Z6,
the
so
Z6 here, and I believe I hit the 2. So
not bad.
I'm a bit more happy now,
You get the
but
salvage standoff too.
still,
Yeah,
I'm not thrilled.
yeah, it wasn't the blowout god roll you probably hoped for. It was fairly average, I'd say, as far as
Considering I
rolls go.
need now 7 more damage, and I'm left with a couple more, I'm thinking, all right, I need to get Night Sister to live
Hmm.
a few more actions to get some more value out of these dice. So I reroll 2, hoping for more damage. Do get the 2-for-1 here, which I'm happy. Thinking, all right, that's 3 of 7.
Yeah, it seems good. You only need 4 more, which is pretty doable with Sienna's dice.
Yeah, the only problem is I'm also looking at a lot of +2s on Sienna's dice. So I'm just gonna go ahead. I decided to go ahead and take the damage while I can, though, for sure.
Yeah, I think at this point I have a lot of cards that I want to use. I have like recycle. I have additional ship to play off of the recycle. So if I recycle Ewing, I can get an additional ship out there and like potentially end the game this round. And that's
Hmm.
the way I win this game. So I'm totally playing around that at this point. If I think I have Lothcat there and a, a card that allows me to remove 1 die, the spotted vehicle one. Blanking out at the moment, but yeah, if I use that, I can't recycle. So that's kind of one of my considerations. Um,
Yeah, with all those cards like reckless re-entry and strategic planning, your turns can be really impactful. Whereas I feel
mhm.
like the 5 die deck, you kind of just roll out, do damage, and that's kind of your turn.
Yeah, it's definitely a solid
So
strat.
so,
So
so I'm sitting here like, all right, well I've done 3 dice worth of damage on Night Sister. I'm kind of ready to redeploy my stuff over to Sienna.
mhm.
but I kind of want to get some shields from those hunker downs first.
So make the interesting play of using the Y-Wing to focus here. And I think it's definitely strange, but I also wanted to make sure that I could recycle the U-Wing and get some value out of it. Um, I figure if you have removal at this point, you would spot the U-Wing. If you remove the airspeeder die here, it's kind of okay because of a black one incoming. And I can also reckless reentry with the U-Wing.
This is an interesting play for me because I have to decide whether I ping the Nightsister to kill her to make you reroll, or I
Mm-hmm.
take the shields. Because if I do that, I have to redeploy and get rid of my hunker downs.
For sure.
So I think for sure for me right here, I'm thinking, all right, I need to utilize as much health as I can. Getting these extra shields is going to be key. You're
Yeah,
probably going to roll damage with another die anyways, so
for sure. Using that effective HP, I think getting like 2 shields here is definitely a solid move.
but I'm also starting to worry like I can't ping Nightsister anymore because you might just kill here or Sienna here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be the ultimate, the worst thing that could happen for you. So
Yeah, at this point I'm thinking definitely hunker down, but I'm also worried that I need to just go ahead and kill off Nightsister because this might be my last turn.
hmm. Just get those redeploys. I can definitely see you doing it at this point. Just get that redeploy. Try to finish out Ezra. He's got 4 damage left. Um, that'd be something that I would be heavily considering here. I haven't shown any damage on the board, and so just getting that
The
extra
plus
redeploy
side,
out the way.
though, is you have no dice showing left and only one resource. So I'm
Hmm.
also thinking I might get another round here.
That's fair. Yeah, I like have nothing showing on the field that
It's kind of the
could show
surprise
lethal.
factor of the MazHerati deck is that you have nothing showing, but you have so much left you can do this turn.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I have like strategic planning, recycle, black one, moth cat and mouse. Um, I think even the spot of vehicle to remove a die card, which gives me a lot of options here. Here I'm considering whether I want to use recycle. I'm a bit worried that I will have to remove a die if eCiena rolls in here because I only have 4 HP left, and so that would definitely be unideal for my deck here. I think I end up rallying here, which is a bit of an odd choice, but it gives me potential to play any of those cards for free. And if it hits the strategic planning, ultimately I do want to hit strategic planning just to push more damage out there.
Mm-hmm.
Ewing is the best target for that, so it's a bit of a better boon than say strategic planning the black one later on in the turn.
Yeah, I think the hunker down was also key to getting me outside of range for you to U-Wing special both of my characters for the kill.
For sure. Here's a Lothcat, gets hit again. Unfortunate, but okay.
So I throw out the salvage can because I want to get rid of your removal.
Yeah, at this point I instantly hit the recycle. Cannot afford to have salvage stand disrupt my last resource. That would be the game. So net 4,
So at
total
this point
5.
I'm real worried. He just gained 4 resources.
This is one of the reasons you should definitely try recycle in your Hera decks. It's so good, even late in games.
So here I was hoping to hit a
So versatile.
resource or a bunch of damage, and I hit neither.
Yeah, I was
I
definitely
got
happy about
two
that.
plus twos out, so I'm thinking, okay, well, the plus twos are nice, but I um need to kill him now, pretty much.
At this point, I hit drop a black one for 3 because of the battlefield. Definitely a really solid battlefield for this deck.
And at this
As you can
point,
see.
I'm thinking, okay, well, black one, as long as it doesn't hit the special, he only can kill one character.
I'm pretty worried at this point, like, if you roll damage, holy man, and you hit 3.
3 damage out of the four I needed.
Oof. So I just roll in black one. Um,
So I think you hit the 3 here.
I do hit the 3.
So I have to resolve, otherwise you kill Sienna before I can do any damage.
So I defeat eCiena here. That was definitely, yeah,
So at this
pretty darn
point,
solid point in the
I'm
game.
like, okay, well, I have a couple cards in hand, might as well go for the kill on Nightsister here, and he's already out of cards pretty much. As long as he doesn't have another speeder, I'll probably be fine.
Yeah. At this point, I'm like, well, strategic planning incoming. You're re-rolling for that 1 damage. I'm like, oh gosh, please don't.
I believe that was
So I
my last
strategic
card.
planning.
Yeah, that was my last card. So I have to
Just use the
disrupt
disrupt.
and hope you don't hit damage here.
So no more shenanigans. I have a blank. At this point, I just need to get the kill. Like I cannot afford to go in the next round. The Z6 will roll like a solid damage.
He hits the shields, and I'm thinking,
I
see the tap.
was just like the one card, the final. Like, is this gonna hit? I have 50-50 of winning the game here. Um,
He also, yeah, I'm sure you're thinking like maybe take those shields,
yeah,
but
2 shields is great, right? Like that pushes me out of XQ range, but I go for it.
dead.
Hit it.
Man,
GG, man.
such a close game.
That was a really
I
fun one.
think that if the fact that the deck has so much hidden damage really threw me off there.
Hmm.
I mean, I was thinking I'd have another turn easy, especially when you just dropped the black one, and so I didn't redeploy all those upgrades over early. I think looking back, maybe that would have won me the game, but it certainly would have required some good rolls.
Yeah, and I don't think it was an obvious play at the time at all.
Hmm.
So definitely, it didn't look like I had much going on over there. One resource, 4 cards. Like, what can you do with that? Apparently, quite a bit. Like,
Right, and killing Bala turn one with 10
oh my
damage.
gosh, yeah. I don't
Uh,
like the drop off after that because like none of us stuck around. It was purely due to like Falcon and
mhm.
Rikus reentry stuff.
I think
So.
this really highlights a lot of good points about both decks.
Hmm.
The fact that a lot of misconception between vehicles being so slow,
Yeah,
unable to do a lot of damage early, as you
you
highlighted,
definitely can. Yeah.
and the 5 die deck ramping out two cost upgrades turn one,
Oh, it's so
so
fast.
you have what essentially 7 die start.
And the Bala re-triggers. Oh my goodness. If like there was a bait and switch turn one, right? Like you would have one shot
That bait
Maz.
and
I would have
switch
lost
turn
like 3 rounds
one,
of utility. Like
man.
yeah.
Yeah, Maz lived one turn too long, I think, for me.
Hmm.
And Nightsister hung around in that whole game.
Like 3 turns too long for me.
Yeah.
Put me on the ropes
Which ended
there.
up, I don't know, maybe working out because then those redeploys didn't get the value.
Yeah, it's hard to know, but I think we both played our hearts out there, and
Yeah.
definitely was. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it as much as we did.
Yeah, it was
So
a great game. Let us know in the comments any plays you would have done differently and maybe some other decks you'd like to see us do more gameplay videos for.
yeah, for sure. Peace out from the Destiny Council. Hope you guys enjoyed this video.
All right. Thanks for watching. Peace.